Welcome back to No Car Garage, or as I like to call it, welcome back to another project that we're not going to finish. So today, what I'm thinking is this is the car that I'm going to take. We got it propped up on its paint color. We are going with a green. It is too dark. I don't like the color, but I'm committing because that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do green, and then we're going to do gold around these arches, blah, blah, blah. But right now, we are going to get this spare tire carrier mounted on here. So that's what we're going to work on right now. It is currently Wednesday. So we're not filming the day of, at least. Also, I'd like to get this spare tire mount on and maybe do a little bit of interior work. And then tomorrow, I'm going to have some run video, I hope, on my lunch break. And go take a little quick trip through the trails. Because it'll be the first time this body's been out, or this car's been out with this body, the new suspension, all that nonsense. And also, I did notice that my tires are cracking. I'm going to show you. These are pretty old, but that's a bummer. It's all the way around too. I don't usually let them sit on the tires, like when I store the trucks. But I'd say that these tires are probably 4 years old at least. I'd say 4 years old. These are the Amazon tires too, so they were like $20 for a set of these tires and some plastic 1.5 plastic. I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna put you on tripod and we will start, hopefully not ruining this body by drilling holes in it. All right, so I think that this is gonna kind of have to be a wing it situation. So it does appear, so these are, you can see, can you see how it's kind of, this one's cut on an angle. Do I have something to rest in there? So if these are flat like this, see how that one, but this one aims like that. That's because this pillar here is on an angle. So you can have it mounted just like this. And it's not, you know, funky. So that's pretty cool that it's planned out like that. And like I said, this is going to be difficult to film and do, but we're going to do it. And then this bottom one just goes right below the tail light. So I want to get this top one drilled first. And to do that, it came with these longer screws and shorter screws. I'm going to assume that the short one goes here because it's, the metal is shorter. And I have a 16th inch drill bit that we will put in the drill that barely goes tight enough to grab onto it. I don't know if you can see, made a tiny little indent there. How's my hand look? All right, I'm going to get this on and we'll check in. Okay, so the top one is bolted in. Sick. All right, I'm going to drill the other two holes. If you do ever want to get this body, the little lock nuts that come with it are a 4mm, and the Allens themselves are a 1.5. I don't want this to just swing around because if it does come loose, or if it does come off the other latch point. I would like it to not just go wherever it wants to. Ooh. We should have put this on before we bolted it on. As you can see, the bumper's there. Okay, so it comes with this tiny little clip here, and it just pinches on, kind of pushes on, and if you have it all the way over to this left side here, it kind of centers itself on this little mount. Now, if you didn't want to buy this, I think this was like $24. I'm going to be wrong. Maybe I'll put links down below. Probably not. You could just bolt a spare tire. You know, you could just bolt a spare tire right onto it, little UTB. I mean, you could just go the cheaper way. Put a long bolt through here and bolt it right on. Or you could do this. Well, that was a fiasco. I had to spread this open to get the bolt in because I didn't want... They had it going the nut through, which hopefully it doesn't bite me that I did it this way. And now we can just screw this on. And we will be putting the lock nut on the inside. Oh, does this look crooked? Man, it's good enough. You can give it a little pinch. Very nice. All right, so we are going to be painting the bottom across the trim. Maybe I'll put a picture up right here. We're going to be painting it with this Rust-Oleum Pure Gold. If it doesn't look good, who cares? So we're going to just not tape anything off, paint the bottom of it. All right, so we got all the gold done for the lower half, up around the fender flares and around the body molding. So now we're going to tape off all along here. Got all the bottom taped off. Now we're going to lay down this terribly dark, not good looking green. Alright, so we got it painted and it came out terrible. I waited 24 hours. I'm on a deadline, so try to do it a little faster. And the masking tape I use stuck to the gold. So we rolled with it. We did a light coat on the green last night, and then came back and did another coat today. So we got some bleeding through, which is fine, because I was actually thinking about doing like a pinstripe. Maybe like a silver around everything, because I know that this is how it goes when you do these. Well, yeah, let's scratch it even more. So we got this. Now here is the problem. All the paint wrinkled when I did a very light dusting. So it's only right here it's on the driver door and the passenger door. I don't think it's really back there. But, you know, my plan is that I was gonna... It's really, really wrinkly. It's like it cracked, like the gold was showing above it. My plan is that I was just going to do this and take it to on my trip so I could enjoy it, drive it around, come back, and then like wet sand it a little bit and clear it. But now because the gold's messed up and this is messed up, that we may just be sandblasting it. So I guess we're just going to put it together, because this is how it's going either way. We're going to put it together, and let's see what that looks like. So we got a little shot there. So got to get the window in, got to get the interior in, and secure some of the electronics. And then we're ready for a test run. All right, well here we are in Wilmington, North Carolina, with a untested and unfinished rig. We got no taillight lenses, the buckets aren't even painted, but phase one of getting it done with poor lighting that I chose here. So we're just gonna kind of cruise around here. There's some sand.
And I've had this TRX4 for quite some time, and it's usually gets used in sand on vacations. As I roll it over in the first like 10 seconds of driving it. I wish it sat a little lower, but it looks good. I do not have the locking diff set up, but I do have first and second gear set up, so. Front diff isn't locked anymore. Second gear. Oh, gonna be too bright. Currently, there's no interior in it. We didn't finish that. I didn't want to rush the interior. I wanted to get some good paint work done on that. So we're just mobbing around some woodlands, getting some trail miles on it. See what breaks or doesn't break. I found a pretty cool hobby shop that's close by. Kind of like a Traxxas dealer. They have some Losi stuff, but stopped in there just to look around. They were pretty nice people. Keep you out of the sun. So yeah, we're just gonna cruise around, see if we can see anything cool. We have about 20 minutes before I gotta go pick my wife up from her fun she's having at whatever the thing's called. One Tree Hill Friends with Benefits. I like that. That wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know where we're at, but we're somewhere in Wilmington, North Carolina, on a hiking trail. I got about an hour to kill, so I figured, why not? If I see anything good, we'll let you know. I hit him on a tree. All right, just finished that up. I'm gonna go check out another spot. See if we find something else. Otherwise, maybe we'll see you back picking Hannah up. Took the car for a little test trip and almost lost it into the ocean. I always have weird feedback issues at the ocean. I don't know if it has to do with the sand, but like I always lose control. Like they just go. Footage. Oh, there's a sign that says keep off. Oh, no, this is a walkway. We can be here. Perfect. I don't want to wreck anything, but the hills are the best. Stuck again. Missed it. All right. Well, we are back in Pennsylvania.
We're going to end off this RC kind of shenanigans from Wilmington, North Carolina, and kind of doing the stuff at the house. We drove straight home last night. It was 8 hours. It was like, and straight through we left at 6 down there, Wilmington, got home at 2 a.m. So, was a fantastic trip. Next week is going to be a whole bunch of our actual trip to Wilmington, North Carolina, and kind of like going through the whole thing of the TV show. So, if your wife or girlfriend or kids have watched One Tree Hill, check out next week's video. And then we're going back to motorcycles. I think I'm gonna start working on getting the motorcycle back on the lift, and then I do want to get detail work done on this LC80, the hard body on the TRX4, because it did fantastic this weekend, and I'm ready. Winter projects, inside stuff, RC cars and motorcycles is gonna happen. So thanks for watching No Car Garage, and we'll see you next week. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, whatever. Later.